Okay, so we are taking a look today at this. This is going to try to straighten this out somehow, right about there. This is the Chigee Remote Control Pro. Last year, I got the Chigee. It's their all-in-one kind of CarPlay, dash cam, TPMS monitor system on your bike. You guys can kind of see here. You could also see a ton of reviews on this product. Chigee, I'm going to say Chigee, I don't know if that's right, put this out to all kinds of riders online so we could test it. And I've watched a lot of those videos and I've been using it for the past, I don't know how many months. And it is a fantastic unit. Now for me, one of the only issues I had was that I broke the screen a little bit, and that is something that I would like to see them possibly remedy. Now, if it didn't break while I was on the actual motorcycle on the bars, but it did break when I took it off and put it in my trunk, and then I don't know what it ran into. I don't have anything overly exciting back there, but it banged around enough, I guess, that it broke the screen. So that was unfortunate. So I would like to see them possibly have a better, less breakable screen on there, because I got a crack in mine. So maybe Chigee would like to send me a replacement unit. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, they also sent this, and this was sent way back, but I wanted to test this. And once I got my new bike, which I got in the fall, and I wanted to test it once everything else was installed and I had a good run. So I'm finally going to put this on my bike today. And this again is the remote control. So if you look on their website, they, I believe, talk about, I have this TR100 too, which is excellent. I think this, where is it here? They have all kinds of stuff. Okay, so they have this, you can get this AIO-5 Lite. I guess you can kind of create a bundle, so I don't know how much this would cost by itself, but I'm guessing it is this here. For some reason their screen's not loading up the way it maybe should, so I'm just going to click on this. Yeah, that's it. So normally it costs $98 US. Now that's not inexpensive, but I'm guessing is if you want it and you need it, there's 7 reviews there, so we're going to try it out. What does it even do? 2.4 gigahertz wireless remote, no need for complicated wiring, easy installation, unique button layout. I'm guessing, I don't know, it just kind of lets you go back and forth. I'm not sure. So you don't have to remove your gloves. Well, I don't really have to remove my gloves anyway because the screen's really good for that. Multifunctional and durable. Also features seamless integration with the AIO-5 Lite, providing bikers with a safe and user-friendly remote control experience. And that's really what I'm hoping it for, is so that I can actually do that. So instructions, mirroring mode, Bluetooth mode, okay, recording any screen. So you should be able to switch between, I guess, you know what, maybe having a button, just, you know, and I'll agree, because even when I'm riding sometimes and I want to use the screen, you know, you look down because you're trying to figure out where, because the screen's bigger than a phone, which is good. Now, not necessarily the screen's bigger, but the buttons are bigger because it's like CarPlay or whatever they're using. But I will have to say that you can't do it blind, right? You can't go to your screen, even on a CarPlay screen when you're riding, without taking your eyes off the road and coming down to the remote or down to the screen. Now with a remote, because it's only got, looks like 3 buttons here, possibly. As long as you know what those buttons do, you should be able to reach up for it, kind of grab it and click, click, click. No different than if you had a remote, let's say on your helmet with an intercom. So that's kind of my hope. Anyways, this is it here. Not a whole lot on it. Mine has got a lot of Chinese or Japanese or Asian language. I'm not really sure. CG remote control, right? Doesn't say a whole lot on the back that I can read, but I'm guessing it's going to be little. Is my guess. It's going to be little. Oh, it's even littler. It's even littler than I thought it was going to be. Look how tiny that is. Which I guess is good, so it's not like completely taking up your whole, you know, handlebar setup. That is tiny. So I don't know, there's an OK button and slash, I don't know, like a return button. It looks like there's maybe an answer call and a hang up call possibly, and something to go through the different maybe mode screens depending on how you have it hooked up. But build quality, you know what, looks fine. It's thick, right? You guys can kind of see it's definitely, I think, a little thicker than I thought it was going to be, but it is also smaller, like considerably smaller, you know, than what I thought. All right. Also in here is nothing. Oh, there was something. Hold on a sec. It just flung itself across the room when I took the box out. So there is, I guess, sort of a little manual, which I guess is good. One side is in a language I can't read, maybe, or is it kind of both? No, that's definitely a language I can't read. And then on this side, okay, we do get English, but it's small. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that so that I can actually understand what the buttons do. And then this right here is all your connectors, all your stuff to get this mounted to your bike. I guess little kind of extenders, some screws. You do get like a little Allen key, and then this here, because my guess is, you see here, there's two little screws. So you're gonna put this, supposedly you put this, my guess is on their picture, they kind of have it on a the mirror area. Well, this guy's have it here. Whenever there's a little screw, I'm guessing that you can gain access to, right? That's gonna sit on this. This is gonna sit like so, and then these, I guess they have it this way. These will go under this or this, depending on how far you have to have it. And then you just screw that back on with the existing bolt. And then this, I'm guessing, is an extension, just if you need it, where you can't get the screw in tight enough or whatever it is. I don't know. All right, that's this. I'm going to install it on the bike, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, guys. So I have got it installed. I'm hoping you guys should be able to see it. It's right there. Now, my bike doesn't have actually a lot of like forward mounting point screws at all. Like it kind of, sort of, it may have one over here possibly, but it doesn't have a lot that are easy for this bracket to mount to. So I have the Chigee mount, and I have it kind of mounted in between there. You guys should be able to see that. Yes, cool. Works, yes, but the issue for me is that these two pieces, the actual Chigee AIO-5, is a grooved mount so that it kind of, it locks with each other. And because I put this piece in between them, I don't get that lock, which means this piece, I got it tightened pretty good, so it's doing okay, but it can kind of spin. So it would be cool actually if they released the bracket arm here and it had the grooves in it as well, so that you could just place it in between those like I have. Anyways, it does have a USB port on the side. I haven't charged mine. It looks like it's charged. You turn it on. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I don't know how if it just turns off by itself, but it does. The buttons do light up. So they light up in this blue color, and when it starts, these did flash, like the blue. There's a blue light and a red light, and they did flash. So I'll show you where you go just to actually set this up. And now that it is set up, I do have the ability to kind of let you know or show you how you would connect it. So I'll just turn this bike on. I'm not going to actually turn the motor on, but you'll see the Chigee start up here. And my guess would be, this is my guess, is that it would just auto connect to the remote. But if it didn't, you'll see this is the Chigee screen, and you're just going to go into setup, and you'll see features, and you'll see remote control, and then mine says not connected, but I'm guessing it will connect. I'm guessing that's what the NC is. And anyway, it'll have pair in there once this is on, and maybe this isn't even on, so let's just hold this blue flashy light now, so we'll see if this connects. Oh, there it is. See, connected. So it's all connected, which is good. Yeah, but usually if it's not there, that the connection will say pair, so you pair it. There's not a lot of like information that kind of shows up. The first time it came up, it said pair, and I clicked it, and I was like, did it do anything? But it did. So when you're out of here, for instance, and you're just back in the normal screen, my guess would be this would like answer a call, this would hang up a call. But for me, I use these buttons, and it doesn't, it sounds funny, it doesn't seem to do it much inside here. But let's say I went into my cameras here. So you actually see there's my camera. I do have the ability to kind of say, you know, take a picture. You know, switch cameras. This one I think is switches between your cameras right there. You kind of have to play around with it. Like I said, this one here takes a picture. Hit the OK button. That actually locks a video, and that's kind of it. Now this one here, that's kind of, I thought it was like go back, which I still think it is, but it really just kind of depends on where you are. If you're in, let's say, meter, I don't know if it does anything. Yeah, because there's not much happening inside here. Now I am going to go grab my phone, and you guys will be able to see what it does when you actually have your CarPlay connected. Because for me, that's probably the biggest one. Because when I'm out here, honestly, this screen that's just there is the screen that I usually just have set up anyway. So I'm going to grab my phone, let it connect to CarPlay, so you guys can see kind of what it does. Okay, so I'm back out here again. Hopefully you guys can see all this okay. And hopefully this is all going to connect. So the one thing that you kind of want to make sure, I guess, is before you go on your ride, it's not hard to do, right? Just kind of go into your features and just make sure, oh, my CarPlay connected. Now we may be able to see this if it connected all right. So this button does a little different. So kind of think about it almost as an accessibility feature like you would have with your iPhone. So see how, maybe you can see it, it's kind of going back and forth, maps, music, phone, right? And the bonus of this would definitely be, especially if you had gloves on that were not overly or at all screen compatible, right? So you're someone that has gloves, and this happens to me on my phone all the time when I'm trying to do something and I can't get it to work. So you could come through here and be like, okay, so I want to go to maps. Hit okay. It'll open up my maps, right? I could be like directions to my buddy Ray's house. So I could click on that, say, yeah, right? Do you want to go? I can click around and you can actually see, right? Do I want 3D? Do I want this? I can go back and forth. And it's not as if it's necessarily faster than just hitting it with your finger.
Holmes Hill Road.
But you know what? If you are someone, can I go back? If you are someone, yeah, so end route, right? So I can say yes. If you are someone that I think has gloves on there, or you know, just doesn't like touching this, or you know what, it is easier. And I guarantee you that if you are someone like myself that has the ability to use this, I do think like I could ride like this easily, like just be riding and you know, come here and be like, okay, so look, no, oh, I got to go up to the keyboard. So tap, keyboard, cool. I need to come over here. Way easier than me trying to hit this and be like, okay, hold on, hit, nope, hit, there it is. You know, and then if I want to go back, I can just hit the back button.
Where do you want to go?
That's still Siri, so that's my enter. I can just tap here to kind of get out of this. But it works okay. You know, it's not something I think you require. But if you are in a scenario where, you know, you are someone that rides a lot and you like that extra maybe safety feature of being able to just use this, because I could easily know that, you know, forward, enter, back, and do all my navigations with these three buttons. And it doesn't matter really how thick my gloves are. I could go through this no problems at all. So, you know what? It's not inexpensive, this little remote, but it functions. It does its job. And if you are doing this, right, and you don't like having to look down to navigate here, or you do wear thick gloves, especially as it gets cooler out, right? As it gets cooler, I get pretty thick gloves on, then the remote's going to be handy. But I think even for me, for the most part, I'll still just use the screen. Anyways, see the little piece of tape here? That's where it broke. You might be able to see the little crack on top here and a little bit over there. But I had to put this on because I was worried that I'd slide my finger across it and cut my finger. So that's what that is. All right, guys, that's the little Chigee remote that pairs with the AIO-5 Lite, and cool little combo. Links down below if you're interested, and I will see you guys next video. Later.